Jumeirah Creekside Hotel on the right there, newly finished last year. It's a magnificent facility with the aviation club, the pond, and the way to relax, and the whole ambience and effort that Dubai Duty Free, who are celebrating, incidentally, their 30th anniversary this year, and what a unbelievable success story they are as a retail company. You know, well over $1.6 billion the turnover annually, and boy, the players have been looked after so magnificently. So first round action, Simona Halep, seeded 7, ranked 9, her career high. She's up against Alize Cornet for a third meeting. The French #1 won the first, was beaten last year by Halep, but there many were. One of the best years on tour. Halep won the spin of the coin, chose to receive, so Cornet to begin.
$15 love. $13.
Well, perhaps not the start that Halep would have wanted. A couple of loose, unforced errors, and then found her way into the net position, and probably a bit disappointed she'd have missed that volley. Remained calm at this point, and then just a little bit late with that forehand volley.
Super. That backhand down the line is one of the best shots in the world.
Yeah, it was a force to be reckoned with, wasn't it, in that finals in Doha against Kerber. It was a shot she used very effectively, and it's very difficult to read that shot. You think she might be going cross-court with it, but just sets herself up so well. Great balance on this one. Such an easy motion through that stroke.
Good start from Cornet. Tough competitor. She can be tough on her coaches too. Poor Georges Gauvin. He didn't have a grey hair on his head when he started working with her.
Well, I always find it interesting watching how players walk around a court, because they all have a different walk, but it gives off so many signals in terms of their character, doesn't it? And you know, you can tell whether someone's incredibly ultra calm in terms of how they walk. Look at Roger Federer. I mean, Serena Williams you'd put into that category, but you know, Cornet's very much a marcher around the court, isn't she? She sort of means purpose and sends out a lot of signals with it. Well, that's a great return of serve, isn't it? Off a slightly short, weakish second serve there from Halep. She won't want to throw too many of those in to the box. This one you can see right into the hitting zone. Plenty of time to make that one. Well, Halep's game is very much to be the aggressor, even though she's a very good defensive player as well. But just a little bit loose at the moment.
stretching out the neck, and busy week last week, taping on the shoulder. She's probably arrived a bit sore and stiff and excited too, of course, winning the biggest title to date. Could take, what, 15, 20 minutes to run everything off?
Yeah, it's sort of setting the reset button, isn't it, for a whole different event.
Yeah, she looked a little sore moving to that, Halep. 2 break points straight away.
That's the second, very short second serve she's put into that juice court, and Cornet just lapping that up. You can see here not much on this second serve, and very short right up the centre of that box, and you can't really afford to put balls into play like that at this level.
She was way inside the baseline, wasn't she? It's a terrific start for Cornet.
You're right, she's still kind of pulling at and tugging at her shoulders and arms. I'm sure she is pretty stiff after last week. I mean, to win a title, which is the biggest title that she's ever won, it's a lot of matches, a lot of emotional energy that goes into those, as well as the physical side.
There's not much room left for patches on the top, is there? She's well covered. I mean, just 3 spots off becoming the highest ranked Romanian woman in history. That's what she's achieved so far. Marina Spelea, the last 2 ranked so high. Number 7. She's number 9 in the world, Halep, currently.
Well, she's putting in some very decent first serves here, isn't she? You can see she's getting her opponent on the defensive off that serve and then getting the short reply. No problems putting that one away.
I know I've asked you this before, Annabelle, but players' party tonight. If you were wearing a dress and you walked in and you saw the same dress, what would you do?
I might have to go back up to the hotel room and change, I think.
I mean, Cornet's wearing the same dress as quite a few other women this week.
Yeah, we saw Vesnina, wasn't it, in that same dress?
She's warming to the task, Halep. I think the sponsors are missing a bit of a trick, just to give the players who are appearing on TV, they should give them their own different dress.
Yeah, I don't know how these things work, but I guess if it's seen more than once, then it's got more opportunity to be sold, I guess.
Ah, that's the reason.
Yeah, maybe.
Thought I'd learned something. Break back points. And Halep does. So straight away a bit of frustration for Cornet. Very, very hard on herself. And it's a driving force, of course, but it can destroy a little as well.
Yeah, she was clearly furious with herself after losing that game and looked across at the coach, bounced the ball, really angry with herself, because I guess she was in control of the match, wasn't she? And as you said, Halep just finding her range and just starting to get on top of that ball. Still tugging at that shoulder there. There's obviously a little bit of soreness in there from last week. But she looks pretty calm, doesn't she?
Life just must feel so good right now. I mean, from mid-June last year, she didn't do an awful lot at the start of last year. I mean, she was 1-7, lost 9 from the first numbers of tournaments, and then she suddenly wins 6 titles. I mean, Kerber did that